There we go. So, okay, so on this one, I equals Q over T. All right, and they want us to solve. Now, notice what we have. We have fractions with an equal sign, huh? Fractions with an equal sign. What do we do when we have fractions with an equal sign? We multiply all the terms, left and right, by LCD over 1, and LCD is denominators multiplied, right? Well, in this case, we only have one denominator, right? It's just T. That's the only denominator in this problem. Okay, so what? So then you multiply by that over 1. Now, I know we're used to a number. We're used to a number being in the denominator, but it's the same deal with a letter. All a letter is a number we don't currently know. So that's what you on that side. On the other side, I'm going to multiply by T. You can put T over 1, but the other side isn't really a fraction, so it doesn't do anything to put it over 1. So I'll just put T. Does that make sense? I just multiplied all the terms. This term and this term is only 2 terms. There's just 1 on each side, by the LCD over 1. And the LCD is the denominator, the only denominator, T over 1, and then T to both sides. All right. And so it's the same thing. It's just a little weird with letters instead of numbers. And then what do? You cross cancel and multiply the leftovers. So I'm going to go boom, boom. What's left over here? Just Q. I mean, Q over 1, but remember, Q divided by 1, that's still just Q. Anything divided by 1 doesn't change it, right? If I take 7 divided by 1, that's just 7, right? So it doesn't do anything. And then over here, that's just T times I, or I times C. It doesn't matter what order. When you have 2 letters, it does not matter what order you write them in. Okay, so let me put in the wall of separation here. So are we done? How do we know if we're done? Are we done there? Well, what did they ask us to solve for?
T.
T, right here. And see, all these answers have T alone, right? So we have to solve for T. So let me circle. This is like my keep your eye on the ball kind of thing. There's the ball. Well, it's tricky when there's like lots of letters. It's easy to get lost in the sea of letters and be like, what am I doing here again? Which one's the X, so to speak? Well, in this case, it's the T. They're asking us to get the T alone. So T is over there yelling out, I want to be alone. Okay, so how do I get the T alone? Well, I got to get rid of that I, don't I? How do you get rid of the I?
You divide it.
Beautiful. Because it's right, because they're multiplied, right? Whenever 2 letters are right next to each other with no plus or minus in between, that means they're times, and the opposite of times is divide. Exactly. And that cancels out the i's. T is alone. It is Q over I. Where is that? Oh, right there. First option. Q over I. And we got it. So let's recap. In the beginning, we right away noticed, oh, we got fractions with an equal sign. What do we always do with fractions with an equal sign? We multiply all the terms by LCD over 1. The LCD is the only denominator, T. So T over 1, T, both sides cross cancel. So we just get Q here, TI here, and then got to get T alone, solve for T. So just divide by the I, boom, Q over I. There we go.